Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, got some updates for you guys. Bitcoin whales on the move. That's pretty good. They are definitely buying behind the scenes. Also, I want to give an update on Avalanche, Harmony, and the connection between the two. DeFi Kingdoms. A lot of stuff going on with these three projects. So, let's get started. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, and check out all the latest news, article, and guides at CryptosRUs.com. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whew. I'm feeling it today. Not feeling the greatest right now. Lack of energy. I did go exercise in the afternoon. Maybe that's why. With these three streams, man. Getting tough, but I'm trying to push through it, for you guys. So I will continue to do so until I collapse and can do no longer. All right, moving on. We are at 38.9. We actually almost hit 40,000 out of the blue. You see the sudden pump up to 39.9. And then fell down to 39.2, then up, down, and now we're unfortunately back to 38.8. But it does seem like Bitcoin, again, wants to move kind of like this right here. Sudden jump up. Not sure the explanation. Could be just a big whale buy. But we did have a little bit of excitement, but now we're pretty much back to normal. Overall market, still a little bit up from yesterday. And things are kind of even, with the exception of a few things. I took credit for XRP's pump this morning, and yet some people didn't get that joke. But Terra's up again, 6.3% today. And several others, Chainlink, Near, even Litecoin is up. OKB is up, and I hear privacy coins are up slightly too. So you have some good movers today. But what's going to happen tomorrow? Well, a little update on the Ukraine situation. So, Russia's been saying that they are, getting crushed from an economy standpoint. In fact, if you look at this headline, this invasion will knock 30 years progress off the Russian economy. So Russia is indicating that they may turn to China for help. And the U.S. had a 7-hour talk with China today, basically telling China, don't do it. Don't do it. We know you're friends, but don't do it. Don't provide them any military support or financial support. And, this is not the usual 1-hour talk. This is a 7-hour talk, and it will continue tomorrow. So bottom line is, if the U.S. can convince China to basically distance themselves away from Russia and basically make them alone, well, that's going to put a lot more pressure on Putin to kind of end this war quickly, right? One way or another, because they're rolling back to the Stone Ages in terms of their economy right now. So that's the latest. And also, take a look at this. There was a news broadcast, and then anti-war, protester jumped behind and threw out this sign during a live broadcast that basically translates to "No war, stop the war, don't believe the propaganda, they are lying to you here." And it's funny because my wife was telling me that there was a woman that escaped Ukraine to Poland, and her father was living in Russia. So she called her father, and the father had no idea about the invasion. In fact, she accused the daughter of making stuff up. So I didn't know what to think about that story. Like, it's almost like the Russian state media has basically made sure that their citizens don't know what's going on. But I don't know how you could do that, though. Like McDonald's closing down, and Starbucks, and all Western, restaurants and services closing down, the ruble collapsing, the stock market being closed for 3 weeks. I mean, if you're a Russian citizen, you can't be that clueless, right? You must know something is going on. But anyways, this happened. This happened. You know, so this is still ongoing. Obviously, our hearts go out to all the Ukrainians and refugees now residing in other countries. And Ukrainian government still is looking for support. So they have partnered up with FTX, Kuna, and Everstake. And basically, you know, they're creating an official donations website besides just using Twitter and throwing out some addresses. Official website that, you know, that will allow you to donate to them for, you know, support and humanitarian reasons, right? So that's pretty good. But that is still ongoing. But maybe U.S. can convince China to stop supporting Russia, and that will really, really hurt them because they are pretty much the only ally they have right now. So we'll see if that happens. We'll see if that happens. All right, so just want to give you guys a little update on that. What else is there? Well, because of what's going on, and I've been saying this, because Bitcoin is the answer and it's being proven on a world stage right now, Joseph Lubin, who is a co-founder of Ethereum, also believes the same thing. He believes exactly the same thing, how cryptocurrency now has proved itself in front of the world, and now it's crossing into this chasm of mainstream adoption, right? And the technology is very powerful and unstoppable, and I believe that's true. This is proving in front of everyone that crypto can be used for this reason, right? And that is fantastic. So, not the only one that thinks that, and PayPal CEO also predicts that cryptocurrencies will revolutionize global financial system. Well, the irony here is if cryptocurrencies does revolutionize global financial system, then PayPal itself will be dead. You wouldn't need PayPal at all, right? So that's the irony here. So right now, PayPal's kind of helping crypto grow in a sense, right? Are they accelerating their own death at this point? That's what it seems like. I don't know. I just find that funny. All right. Anyways, you know, talking about whales, right? I've been showing you guys a lot of mass buying from Coinbase, $1.5 billion just a few days ago. And here shows that in the last 5 minutes, you know, 1.4 million of Bitcoin were bought in large orders. And this happens. You can see the bumps, right? A lot of bumps, which indicate a lot of buying. A lot of whales are just stocking up. So, you know, all the short-term volatility, you know, this non-movement, yeah, man, the whales are just taking advantage. They're just buying and buying and buying and buying. And they're laughing all the way to the bank while scared retail people are sitting on the sidelines. That's exactly what's happening right now. This is why I tell you guys, first of all, don't leave. And second of all, DC, if you can, take advantage of the opportunities that we have. Because the whales certainly are. All right, so that's what I want to lead with you know, what's going on with Bitcoin and Russia and Ukraine. But I did want to talk about a few other projects tonight. So, you know, Avalanche is one of the projects that I like a lot. They're promising L1, you know, a ton of NFT, a DeFi plays, right? But recently they announced something very interesting, 290 million in subnets, which basically are chains that will cross other chains within the Avalanche ecosystem, and just makes it makes more you know, inter blockchain, or they call it interoperability, right? Makes that possible, helps with scaling, helps with security, helps with upgrades, helps with a lot of things. And this was originally not something that was really discussed with Avalanche. This is really something that was reserved for like Cosmos and Polkadot and even Cardano, but now Avalanche is in that space. And one of the very first subnets, right, is going to be for Defi Kingdoms, which, so there's a connection there, and that connects to Harmony. But, you know, it's coming, and this will draw a lot more attention to Avalanche itself. Now, staking have reached 50% now, so it is growing, and I believe native staking offers about 11 to 12% APY already. So that's actually pretty amazing if you just download the Avalanche wallet and you just stake your AVAX in there. I mean, you're getting pretty good rewards from that. And if you're looking at some of the metrics that's, showing how healthy the network is, transactions about 1 million per day. In terms of NFT volume, it's even higher than Solana now. Higher than Solana and Flow and Ronin, which is for Axie Infinity. There are dApps that have over 1 billion in TVL, and this includes Trader Joe, now Aave, and a few others. So it's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Number of addresses, 2.2 million. I mean, all the measurable metrics, the meaningful metrics have been going sky high for Avalanche too. So that's fantastic. And of course, this leads to this very promising game. DeFi Kingdom is considered actually maybe the biggest play to earn game. There are some metrics that show DeFi Kingdom is even bigger than Axie, right? And this is also moving to Avalanche, at least their very first chain, because Avalanche is expanding, been so successful on Harmony, they're coming out with CryptosRUs, which is like another land, and they're going to build on top of their own chain that will be part of Avalanche. So there's going to be a tight connection between Avalanche and Harmony after this too, right? And people that are staking right now within a liquidity pool, you're getting rewarded Jewel right now. Jewel holders will get airdropped these new tokens, and I forgot what they're called, but that is also coming. This is supposed to be coming at the end of the month. So this is coming pretty soon and can definitely help Avalanche, Jewel, and Harmony in a big way too. So yeah, so that's number one, Avalanche. And, speaking of Harmony, I haven't talked a lot about them recently, but they had a big showing at Ethereum Denver, ETH Denver, right? Some of the big things that they mentioned, a brand new wallet that will be replacing their own wallet, but they have something interesting with the Bored Apes. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but they have, they've been giving out grants because they want to attract more dApps. I mean, this is a long video, 8-minute video. So if you wanted to learn more, it's under Steven Tsai's Twitter. He is the CEO of Harmony. There's just a lot of stuff happening. So even though Harmony does seem like the price of one have dropped significantly, but there's a lot of stuff happening, and this is what you want to see. They're definitely working behind the scenes and growing, right? And also, they are partnering up with Bored Apes. So they're going to make it somehow that you could use your Bored Ape as an avatar within DeFi Kingdoms. That's coming. I don't know how that's going to work or if there's any additional benefits, but that's pretty cool, right? One of the reasons why I also like Bored Ape, because they're doing relationships like this or partnerships with other chains. Unlike like CryptoPunks, so you don't just see anything. But anyways, they're all one companies now. They're all bought. The company that owns Bored Ape bought CryptoPunks. So they're actually one company now. So there may be more usage coming for CryptoPunks in the future. But anyways, yeah. So that's also coming. They're getting a new... obviously I mentioned about, DeFi Kingdoms, which is still the biggest dApp on there. They're coming out with a new wallet. So their old wallet will be sunsetting this month. So in the meantime, you can use MetaMask, which I do right now. You can program MetaMask to recognize Harmony addresses. But they are creating their brand new wallet called One Wallet. So there's a lot of stuff that's still happening with Harmony right now, right? So I still think it's a fantastic project, and their TVL is also still growing. So, good. So, Avalanche, DeFi Kingdoms, Harmony, 3 fantastic projects you need to keep your eye on, or continue holding, or DCA into. That's pretty much it today. Tonight, kind of a weak news day, but Bitcoin is looking like it wants to move, right? And we'll see if it does. We got some big economic stuff that's happening this week too. So that's coming. All right, let's do some Q&A. Happy birthday to me. It's my birthday every day. That's how I celebrate. Why is ETH burning slower? It's because there's less transactions right now. That's why. Theta coming to Coinbase, I hear. I've been hearing that for years now. I haven't heard about that. Avalanche supplies cap. Yup. And there's also burning on Avalanche too. What do you think about Kronos DeFi, like MMF and MMO? The ones I looked at, I was not impressed with. I know I looked at VVS before, not impressed with it. Let me see if I've seen a MMF. I think I was also not impressed, but and then MMO. They seem like they're part of the same company. First of all, MMO is just too small. MMF. Let me make sure this is the one. Oh no, I haven't seen this before. DEX, Yield Optimizer, NFT, Algo, Stablecoin, DTF. Seems like they're all in one DeFi play. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see, there are pools. Come on now. All right, let's just do farms. Yeah, you could get some pretty good rewards like CRO USDC, CRO USDT, 70-something%. ETH with CRO, 44%. It looks okay. It looks okay. You know, the only thing is, with DEXs, they all look okay, right? But the thing is, you have to remember, there's always a risk. So you have to look at a few things. For example, first of all, liquidity. Liquidity seems decent, 50-something million in each one of these pools. You add it together. I don't know how much the total is, but yeah, about $1 billion locked. So they have a lot of liquidity. I'd say they look decent, but you know, just keep in mind, a lot of these DEXs, they kind of look great and they all kind of look the same, but there's always a risk involved, right? So just be careful. Does someone say Ronnie Coleman? Man, that guy was a beast. I loved watching him battle Jay Cutler. Not the football player, but I loved watching them before. 300 million to 10 billion is how much an increase in percentage? I don't know, Jeremy. Go pull out the calculator and figure that out. Do I collect sneakers? I'm about to. I got hooked recently. I've been buying a ton of shoes. A ton of Jordans, low top, high tops, different series. Bought a couple designer shoes too. Been getting hooked on shoes for some reason. I'm just bored, I guess. Opinion on DeFi chain. I'm not that familiar with DeFi chain. No, I think Yeezys look so ugly. I can't get into Yeezys. I can't. Yeah, can't do it. Just bought a strap on T Captain Tundo. No, Captain One Hundo. Thank you. Hey, just so you guys know, these NFTs I'm selling, they have use cases, right? For example, if you have a strap-on NFT, which is the lowest price NFT right now, but it gives you a Discord access. You could talk with others, and sometimes I pop in there, right? So you got Discord access, and there's other things I'm gonna build in there. But you know, as a regular holder, and there's only been 16, I'm building out a lot of stuff like free tickets to GeorgeCon and free merchandise and other things. You know, first dibs on new drops and stuff like that. So just so you guys know, I'm building out a lot of utility. It's not. I appreciate the support, I do, but I'm gonna reward you guys back, right? And I'm working on a very special one after the strap-on one. That'll be ending this month. Very special one I think a lot of you guys will like. Hellcat agrees with me. Yeezys are gross. I can't stand. I think Jordans. I used to love the 11s. And now I'm more in love with the 12s and 13s. But now I'm starting to get into the ones, I guess. It seems like ones is what everyone is going for. Why has Cake been so terrible lately? Is it time to ditch the project? Is it really that bad, or is it in line with everything else? Let's see. 30 days, it went from about 835 to 565. Yeah, it's about 50% drop, a little bit less than 50% drop. I know that's bad, but a lot of other projects are moving around the same way. You know, when it comes to the mid cap projects, they're just not as strong as big caps, right? So some of them have sold off more, and a lot of big caps have also sold off. I mean, right now, bottom line is there's just a lot of weakness. There's a lot of uncertainty. People are fearful, right? But, you know, if you continue your ways, and I do think PancakeSwap will come back. But if you continue to press forward and just DCA, dollar cost average down when things come back, then you'll be in the green faster, right? I think PancakeSwap being the biggest DEX on Binance Smart Chain means that they're not going to go away. I haven't heard of any other Binance Smart Chain DEX that comes anywhere close to it. So I do think they're going to come back eventually. Am I a pro wrestling fan? No. No, I'm not. Is weed legal in my state? I believe so. I believe so, but I haven't. That's not my thing. Maybe it should be, but it's not. MinSwap goes live on Wednesday. Yeah, that should help a lot more with TVL. You know, Cardano needs TVL. That's for sure. This is a gaming chair. Harmony has finalized their cross-shard transaction design. Is open to review on their forums. That's interesting. I know they have sharding. I don't know how many shards they use right now. I think 2 or 4. But I'm not quite familiar with this new design. Could be interesting. Do you think Robinhood would ever make a damn wallet? They've been talking about that for a while. I don't know what's taking them so long. Do I hold any bone? No. I don't hold any sheep or bone. Or leash. Do you think CRO can surpass BNB? No, I don't think so. I don't think you guys realize how big BNB is. You know, this 10x difference in almost 10x, 10 billion to 62 billion. Okay, 6x. I mean, that is the difference between really Binance and Crypto.com. So can they come close? Yeah, they could definitely come closer. But BNB is that big for a reason, because of how big Binance is, how many transactions there are, how many burns is happening, right? So BNB is not going to go away anytime soon. Let's see. Tom Brady back. I don't know. I'm not a big football guy, but you know, it sucks to be the guy who bought his very, you know, supposedly last Super Bowl, you know, football, right? Or the last game football. You know, all those have just, their value just dropped to like nothing, basically. Sneakersteel.com. What is that all about? I'll check that out later. Is that like a site for reps or something? I've been buying everything on StockX, and unfortunately, it takes forever. You have to wait for them to ship it to StockX, and the StockX has to authenticate it, and then they send to you. It's taking forever. Any prediction on Fed? No, nothing's gonna happen tomorrow. The meeting's gonna be on Wednesday. The FOMC meeting starts on Tuesday, but the results of the meeting will be on Wednesday. So there'll be nothing tomorrow. Hello, George from Maui. You know, I want Martin. I'm jealous. I want to visit Hawaii. I just can't. I don't know if I could take the 10-hour, flight, but, I really want to go there. Maybe this year. Failed error. Appreciate that. Cadena top 10 coin in 2 years. I like to hope so. Making top 10 is really tough. But if they continue to progress with their technology, with their backers, they have a chance. Do I know any cat coins with great token? That's just a silly question, Steven. Why? Why do you want cat coins? Any opinion on Flux node operation setup? I haven't set one up yet, but I hear it's pretty easy. And I like the relationship with Cadena, CADX, and several others. I mean, it's a decentralized computing play. So I think they have promise. And also they have, the Zelcore wallet and stuff. What? What do you think about Cardano's banking coin Meld? I mean, it's their their DeFi protocol or lending kind of play. I mean, it's not operational yet, so gotta wait until it's out and see how it does. Right now, Cardano, what you really need to worry about is their TVL. Even though it's growing, it's just still so small compared to the TVL of other chains. So first thing is get the TVL up. Cryptocurrency news, dude. Don't you have a large bag of ADA after Hodgkinson lied about his education for years? Cardano's obviously going to zero. I mean, that's just a really stupid comment. Even though he lied about education does not mean Cardano's going to go to zero. So, I don't agree with you. I'm sorry. Nanya, appreciate it. I think y'all think Luna will outrun Avalanche going forward. Well, it definitely has been, but Avalanche is cheaper, so it definitely has that potential to rise up. Back in the day, Terra and Avalanche used to be neck and neck. Now Terra is double the size of Avalanche, so can they gain, right, and crawl back up right under Terra? Well, there's no reason why. There's no reason why not. No reason why. All right. Anything else? What's a better play, Alchemy Pay or AMP? I think they both have their use cases. They're in a payment space, but they're different. They serve different niches. So I like both, but if I had to choose one, I think I'd pick Alchemy Pay more over AMP right now. Atari token? Nah. I don't know what Atari's doing. They're broken right now. I don't know. They're DeFi. They're not DeFi. They're crypto division must be so separate from everything else. I don't really like what they're doing. Robinhood wallet beta out right now. Well, that's great. That's great. Although I don't suggest anyone to use it, but if you are on Robinhood, at least that allows you to withdraw. So that's good. Do you think Sol will come back strong? I don't know. You know, it will, but come back strong is a strong statement. So I think Solana will recover, but it definitely lost a lot of momentum because some of the network outages, because people realize the VC holdings is high, right? And its TVL has been dropping like a rock. I don't know why their TVL has been dropping so much. And that's a concern too. So will they come back? Yes. Will they come back super strong like before? They seem to have lost that momentum. Well, Musk ask Sheeb. I think eventually he will. He will. He mentioned one of the reasons why he bought Doge is because he walked around the warehouse, the Tesla warehouse or super factory, Gigafactory, and asked how many people hold Doge, and they all said, yes, we hold Doge. That's why he decided to embrace it. Next time he does that, he's going to ask them, do you guys hold Sheep? And they're going to say, yes, we hold Sheep. And then he's probably going to embrace it. So I think it's just a matter of time. Thoughts on Midas investment on staking? I've looked at it before. I'm not familiar with that. You know, I have no comment on it. Just be careful about Midas. King Midas. Why is Room performing so well? You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. I know what they're about. I don't know why recently they've started coming up, if anyone started endorsing them or what, but they've always been in pools and farming and providing liquidity for DeFi projects, and that's still what they're doing. So I'm not quite sure why they've been pumping recently. DeFi Kingdom's next Axie and better. You know, here's the thing. DeFi Kingdom's Jewel token can't be bought on any really big exchanges. It's all within the game, right? Imagine if that gets listed, then, you know, that's a really go pump Jewel. All right, guys. I'll let you go. I'm tired. Bottom line is we got a lot of stuff going on. Still a lot of great projects. So you definitely don't want to miss out. And there's a lot of opportunities to DCA right now. So take advantage if you can. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, same time, 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time for my market open stream. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.